Okay, you like my nice little rain suit? Yeah, it's a rain suit. All of this is reflective, safety at night. Back, yeah, it's got the pants and everything, so reflective on the legs too. This is early Christmas gift for myself or late birthday present. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Why do I need a rain suit? I'll show you. I'd like to ride my motorcycle, not necessarily start off in the rain, but if I go riding somewhere and it starts raining, I would really like to really like to know that I'm not going to get soaked by the time I get back home. You know, yes, it's dangerous to ride in the rain, but for some reason, there's really good traction here on the roads when it's wet. But then wet is a common thing here, so I'm sure the pavement compounds are just right for that. So this is elastic in the waist. Now, this is an extra large. In the U.S., it would be considered a large. But hey, you know, it's the best I've got. I can reach and ride. So I had to get an extra large. And yeah, it elastic waist here, and this overlaps good. So got the neck part here to keep water going down inside. It's got Velcro and zipper. I'll show you that. All right. Well, I just thought I would start this off. Why do I need this? Typhoon season. Yeah, we just had a tropical storm run past the north part of Luzon here, the North Island, the big one, and it sucked a lot of water up out of the southwest. I'll show you. All right, well, let's get to this. Another day, another typhoon. It's a tropical depression, tropical storm actually, intensified, pulling off to the north, bringing in all of the rain out of the south. That's the south, right up through there. It's pretty intense here. It's coming down really hard. And a little while ago, a few minutes ago, the wind was blowing pretty good. Now it's slacked off, so that's rainy season. Got to have a couple more typhoons. We got one coming in off the from Guam. Gonna hit us Monday. This one's pulling off, and the next one's coming. Let's see, it's flashing pretty hard. The joys of living in the tropics. Overall, it's pretty good. But, you know, in 5 minutes, this will be all gone. And then the next one will come in about an hour. They're spacing out about an hour apart from each other, but you see it's pretty good. What's really bad is this house that they're building right here in between these two houses. They just poured all the concrete earlier today, about 3 hours ago, so I hope they got it covered up. That concrete's not going to fare well in this rain. I'm sure that all the workers are going, it's probably not a good day to pour. Oh well. Not my concerns, but I just hope it doesn't weaken the concrete. This guy, he's sitting in his pickup now, staying out of it. He's got his wipers going and stuff. So you can see the sky is starting to lighten over here. That's where the storm's coming out of the southwest. Okay, so I was wrong. It picked up in intensity. Wow! See the leaves, the trees are all blowing and stuff. Yeah, the wind picked up, and so did the rain. I don't even see it, but yeah, it's hammering pretty good here. Oh yeah, my new leaf is already getting tall. Got another new leaf that's coming on right there. So in between rainstorms, I've been trying to take care of some of this stuff. Yeah, it's picked up intensity. Man, it sounds like you're inside of a jet engine inside the house here. Probably because of all this. The polycarbonate really amplifies the sound. It's like having a bass drum. Maybe not the best idea, but I like it. Still got my leaks here. See it. Contractor, being typical Filipino. Get it when you get it. So, it's got Velcro neck strap here, and it's got Velcro out here. I got my mic on here. But it's also got zipper in here. So, kind of failed on the zipper the first time I tried it. Okay, so yeah, it's a rain suit, and hopefully with a full face helmet on, it will with the neck strap here, it'll keep me from getting water down my neck and everything else. And full face helmet, it's going to come down here anyway with the gator that's on my one. So who knows? Maybe I'll be able to go for rides. Yeah, I'm kind of limited in that. So, all right, let's get with the rest of this stuff here. Lot to talk about. All right, so welcome back, y'all. Yeah, a lot of things been going on. Some good, some bad, some still undetermined. You all know that I went to Roxas City. I did a 3-part video on that. If you get a chance, go back and look at that if you haven't already. And if you have, I appreciate it. Thank you. So I got back on the 26th of August, and on the 29th, an unfortunate thing happened. I went over to the local 7-Eleven. Now, 7-Eleven is kind of a big deal here. I know in the U.S., you see them and you just kind of skip past them. You don't even think twice about them. But here, there's a lot of things that happen at 7-Eleven. I pay all of my bills at 7-Eleven. How? Well, they have this kiosk, and you just punch on it for pay bills, and then you tell it what kind of bill you're trying to pay. And my electric bill, I pay that there. My water bill, I pay that. Big water bill, 160 pesos, what, $2? Whatever, 3 maybe. Yeah, $3. The light bill, I wish I could say was only $3, but anyway. And being gone for 11 days, I had everything shut off except for the refrigerator and couple of clocks. The clock on the oven, the clock on the microwave. No, actually, the microwave didn't. I had the clock turned off on that. So basically, not much running. And so almost a third of the month, and I saved 2,000 pesos. 36 bucks, okay? Whatever, maybe something like that. But anyway, yeah, I pay that at 7-Eleven, and I buy load at 7-Eleven for my phone. In fact, I've got to go over there tomorrow after church and stop by and buy some load again. My load's out. For some reason, I cannot get Gcash to work. That's the pay system that everybody uses here. It just doesn't like foreigners. I know several expats that they said the same thing. They cannot get Gcash to work. I don't know why. So if I could get Gcash to work, I just do it on my phone. Boom, boom, purchased. Okay, done. But it won't work for me. So I was having other people buy my load for me. I'd tell Christine, hey, I need load. Here's some money. And she'd buy my load. It's not much. I mean, geez, I'm paying. Well, I was paying 179 pesos, so a little over $3 for 2 weeks, 15 days. And that gives you your data, 5G, and phone. So anyway, I go over to 7-Eleven to get it. Their program is a little different for load. paying 250 pesos. It's got a couple other little promotional things with that. So anyway, I went over to 7-Eleven to get load, and it was after dark, almost 7 o'clock at night. Now here it's 6 hours, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's daylight and dark. Okay, so we're 12-hour days here. That's what happens when you're close to the equator, and it very seldom ever changes. Maybe a few minutes one way or the other. So yeah, 15 degrees north latitude. Yeah, it's it's not changing much. So I'm coming back home. I turned into my neighborhood, and I've got a couple of turns to make, and I was one street away from my house, and I see a Toyota Hilux. That's the pickup here. It's comparable to a Tacoma, maybe just a little bit bigger than a Tacoma, but smaller than the regular Toyota Tundra. Anyway, he was sitting over on the wrong side of the road in front of a house. Lights on, foot on the brake. And as I'm going past him, all of a sudden, wham! What in the world? This moron, he just turned his wheels right and took off. Didn't even bother to look. No, jacked up truck. Yeah. This is the results. So I've got that to deal with. Yeah, it's fortunately it's only one door, and they can replace the whole door. And uh, yeah, I got to go down Monday and see when they can do it and everything else. Go to the body shop and see. Now the problem, the guy being a retired policeman, he says he was. Yeah, not anything like what the U.S. has for policemen, but anyway, uh, tried to tell me it's my fault. I'm on my side of the road. I'm doing about between 10 and 15 kilometers an hour because, hey, I got one street to go and I turn down to mine. And it's nighttime, so I drive slow anyway when I'm in my subdivision. Yeah, he tries to tell me it's my fault. Then he sits there and spouts off of, he's a Filipino and I'm a foreigner. Big freaking deal. I told him 250 pesos, you can go to Starbucks and get you some coffee. So what do you want? A medal or a chest to pin it on? Anyway. He gives me his driver's license because the guard was there by then. I had gone up and got the guard and told him, you better come down and document this. He did. Took pictures of all the placement of everything. And since the guard was standing there, he hands me his driver's license. I take a picture of it. Got a picture of his license plate. I says, can I get your insurance? No, I need to see your insurance. I says, okay, you can see my insurance, but let me see your insurance. Oh, I don't have it with me in the truck. All right, send me a copy of the insurance. Well, he takes a picture of my insurance. He has never provided any insurance papers. Probably doesn't have insurance, right? Well, my insurance says we're not covering it. It was his fault. You need to go after him. Well, I got a lawyer, and my attorney says not only will he pay, uh, not only will he pay for the damages or any court costs if it comes to that, emotional damage, and my attorney fees. All the guy had to do is give me his insurance. if he had any insurance. No. Okay, enough of that. We'll see how this turns out, but yeah, I'm starting to believe that my car is a wreck magnet. So we just had a tropical storm. They're categorized as tropical depression, tropical storm, typhoon, super typhoon. Yeah, just like hurricanes. You get heavy storms, then you get hurricanes, then you get super hurricanes. Yeah. Anyway, we had this tropical storm go through the north part of Luzon. That's the Big Island, and there's some more islands north of Luzon. Batanes. It's halfway between the northern tip of Luzon and Taiwan. It's almost identical both ways. It's like 120 miles both ways. So we're not that far really from Taiwan, but the storms all seem to go right straight through there, and they just go right over the top of Batanes. One of these days, I'd really like to go visit there. Not during the tropical storm season, rainy season. I'd like to go there, like the first part of the year when the weather's calmed down. They call it the New Zealand of the Philippines. It's supposed to be really beautiful. All the pictures I've seen. Basco Island is the main island. I think there's like 6 or 7 islands there. Don't hold me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still learning a lot about the Philippines. Obviously, I haven't even been here for 2 full years yet. I'm on my 22nd month coming up. So, yeah, I've been here for a while. But that when that went through, it kicks in the Habagat, which brings moisture out of the southwest. It's like a big vacuum cleaner right to those tropical depressions. And when they're the northeast corner of Luzon, we're getting the full effect. That's what we're getting right now. And hopefully, about another month and a half to 2 months, we'll be back into the dry season. I don't mind rain every now and then, but give me a break. Well, we've had a few breaks. Just before this tropical storm got here, we had a break, and that was just right after my birthday. So, yeah, I had a birthday. Yeah, another trip around the sun successfully, right? So, yeah, it's kind of a quiet thing. I bought myself a rain suit just this week. My birthday was a couple of weeks ago, but I also bought something else, and yeah, that was pretty cool. But it was something I needed. We had a break in the storm, so my grass is getting really long and out of control here. But the only way to trim it is with a hand trimmer. Until now, let's see, even here, but this will all have to be hand trimmed because you can't use this. But, all my plants are out of control. I need to start doing some trimming and stuff. And same with all of this. It's just like a jungle here. So all of this will be hand trimmed. But to hand trim this grass, it takes quite a while. You got to be bent over and get it done. So I have a solution for this part. Okay, so weed trimmer? Yeah, sort of. Okay, it's supposed to have 2 batteries. There they are. Oh, I gotta open this again. Alright, typical with Lazada, they missed something. Everything's out of the box. Here's the cordless weed trimmer. Here's your little handle, little bump stop. It's got a metal blade if you want to cut down trees and things. It's got plastic blades, stainless steel blades. In fact, the plastic blades, there's like 5 or 6 of those there. The charger, here's the shield to keep it from blowing back on you. 2 batteries. But this was supposed to have wheels with it. It says free. Okay, well, I guess I got to contact them and say, hey, where are my wheels? You forgot my wheels. Well, this wasn't very much. I think I only paid like 700 pesos for it, so 12 bucks. But if it'll help
knock down my jungle out in the front, and that's a bonus, right? I don't know how good it's going to be. Find out when I try it out. But yeah, I got 2 batteries. I'll have to put those on the charger, see if I can get those to charge. So we're going to get started on that pretty soon here. But yeah, it only took 1 day. I ordered this stuff on Saturday. Here it is Sunday, and it's here. Yay. So this is what I normally use to cut my grass. It takes a while. Yeah, it's getting a little rusty, but this will be a lot faster. But I got to contact them and ask them, where are my wheels? Lazada, gotta love them. As the Aussies would say, she's a little ripper. So, cutting my grass like this, I see I still haven't edged here, but up here where I did edge, it's not looking so bad. You know, you gotta also know that here, I was able to get in with that and until I can get in by hand. And I did do a little edging here, but it's all wet, so it's gonna look not edged, but I did it out here on the curb. So yeah, got a lot of dead grass here. Still got a little bit of trimming to do. But these little nylon blades, I was really surprised. They work pretty good. I don't know where I can get more of them, but I'll have to contact the seller, see if I can find them. It's only got a 5-inch cut, but man, I'll tell you what, this thing is light. Pick it up with one finger here without even straining. It only weighs about 2.5 pounds with the battery. 35 milliamp hour battery, and I've done all of this. It's taken me about a little over half hour, and it's still going strong. Yeah, so I've done here. You can see I still got a little bit of grass and things. I'll get that by hand, but this just saves me a lot of work. Yeah, still some over here. Again, I've got dead grass all over the place, so it doesn't look the best yet, but we're supposed to get rain pretty soon, and it was pure blue this morning, and now it's getting cloudy, and my weather app said rain within 2 hours, so I'm trying to get this done. This was knee high, and now it's not, so I'm still got to get it even. There's places where it's lower than others, and the one I thought I ordered had the wheel kit with it, so it would have been even all the way through. Just make a pass and come back, make another pass, and then I could turn on side and edge. But evidently the one with the 3,500 milliamp hour batteries was not the one. The one with 5,000 milliamp hour batteries was the one. So they said they don't sell a separate wheel kit, so I'm just trying to learn how to use it without. And it's still pretty thick right here, but you go at it in a couple of different directions and it won't look so bad. So, still got an edge, and I'm gonna call it a day. I gotta get a haircut. But ain't she a beauty? So I had one plant that died, but my elephant ears still seem to be doing pretty good. Now, way up there, I measured this, and at nighttime they stand straight up, so I was over 3 meters high, 3¼ meters, so 10 feet high. And yeah, they're doing pretty good. Now I do have some leaves that don't look so good, but that one there is hanging on for dear life. It's off this other little one, and that little one just got a new leaf, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, they come out of the stalk and they roll up, and then this one here, you see it's all rolled up here. That's how they come out. They come out of the stalk, and give birth. And I'm getting some flowers up here. My junk plants. I got to get a little bit of grass out of them, but yeah, I just let them go. We've been getting enough rain. It's constantly getting going, and my climbers are getting little blooms on them. I've got to do something with my climbers. I'm going to tie string all the way up there on that pipe that sticks out. That's for CCTV, if you want it wired CCTV. I had one in the back too, but anyway, if you go back through the videos when I first got here, or for when they first planted these, that one right there was dead, and I've been nursing it, it's coming back. But yeah, I measured this the other, a few days ago, and yeah, we're at 10 feet on that one. We're at 9.5 feet on this one here, so still 3 meters, pretty big. This one here is going to droop over, and eventually it's going to die off. I'd already cut one off. You can cut two off actually, and then this one here will eventually die off. But I don't separate it until it dies all the way down to the roots. And the other one it did. You can see a little bit of stuff hanging off the side, but you want to remove those when they die off so that new ones will come on. So I cut two, a new one come on. It will probably be unfurled here in the next couple of days, and it will get just as tall, if not taller, than that one up there. Yeah, this plant here on the right is really healthy. The one on the left, like I said, it's still hanging on for dear life, but I got to do something with my climbers there in the back and have them climb all the way up here. I'm pretty sure they'll go. You can see these drooping down. They're climbers too. I don't have anything to make them climb on, so I might run a string over to this drain pipe here, over to this pot, see if I can get it to do it. But I got to hurry. I got to get my weed trimming done, my grass cut. But yeah, all the rest of my plants doing pretty good too.
So I was also producing my Rojas trips after I got back. That's when all this other stuff happened, the accident, whatever, just trying to get all this mess taken care of. Get a break in the weather. I go out and I do my yard work. And I have a birthday in there somewhere. But on the 14th, my church, which is a branch of the main church, the main church is in Ortigas in Manila. And it's got many branches. In fact, in Pampanga, we have 4 branches. The church I attend is called Green Hills Christian Fellowship. That's the name from the main church in Ortigas, and there's a lot of members there. We have Pampanga South, which is in Guagua, which is halfway between San Fernando and Subic or Olongapo. Guagua, it's right at the north end of Manila Bay, and that's where the storms are coming from. Guagua. We have GCF Central, which is in San Fernando, and then we have GCF North, and that's the one that I attend. That's in Angeles City, but that's easiest for me to get to, and I've been attending that since the end of April. Grown to love the people and just love the church, and it's a small congregation. And then we had just opened a new branch here within the past year, and that is GCF East, and that is by Mount Arayat. They call it Arayat. There's a town there, and that's east of here. But that's out in the provinces. So we were having our 11th anniversary at GCF Pampanga North, which used to be, originally it was GCF Pampanga when there's only one branch. Now there are more branches south, and there's another one in Dubai. Yeah, okay. That just got opened this past year, this year. That kind of tricky. Dubai is not really a Christian country, so that one's got to be on the down low. Anyway, we were having our 11th anniversary celebration on the 14th, and it was kind of a big deal. So there was a lot of things that went into planning and stuff, and there were things that had to be done on the 14th. Go and help set up and whatever. So here's a little clip of that. Just a little pan around. Now, remember, we're a small congregation. We're nothing big like GCF Ortigas. Normally, we only have maybe 40 people attend our services. Yeah, we're growing, but we had everybody showed up. It seems like, and plus we had other pastors from other churches around here. All the other GCF came to celebrate, because originally GCF North Pampanga North was the main uh, branch, and then it split off because they went to GCF South, which is in Guagua, and then Central formed. Now a riot. So we have 4. And I believe there's another one north of here in Tarlac. I have to remember which way north is. I keep wanting to go that way. No, that's south. Okay, so anyway, here's a little clip of that, and it was easy to find me. I was the only guy in pink shirt. Everybody else had suits and ties. Sorry, my suits went to Goodwill before I came over here. Yeah, I have no suit. I have ties, but I have no suit. I guess I could have worn a tie, but I didn't think about it. Work clothes and everything. But yeah, it's easy to find me. Look for me in the pictures. Okay, so I've also been doing a lot of cooking, baking, things like that. I'm always doing that. I made some corn chowder or corn soup, I think is what they call it, and that turned out pretty good. I was quite impressed that I was able to get that done. It's all gone now, even with leftovers. Yeah, so it was good enough. And I baked some cookies. I've done a lot of things. I made my corned beef and cabbage again.
And another go with corned beef and cabbage, Filipino style. Yeah. Guys got to eat, right? I'm going to make arroz caldo later in the week. I still have a bunch of stuff in the freezer to eat. Anyway, this time it's not as soupy as last time. I'm getting my measurements down a little bit better, but time to eat. Yum, yum.
Okay, so here it is, Saturday night. Still raining. All the weather clips I've shown you was today. We have a super typhoon coming in now. Right now it's tropical storm, but Pagasa, that's the weather agency here in the Philippines, and JSA, which is the Japanese meteorological whatever. Anyway, everybody is predicting that this is going to turn into a typhoon before morning. It's still, I don't know, 500 kilometers off the coast, and again, it's going to track north of Luzon and right over the top of Batanes again. Those poor guys. I mean, they build their structures and everything to weather that kind of weather. The weather, yeah, whatever. English is such a hard language to learn. Anyway, to withstand the storms. How's that? Okay. I pray for their safety all the time, but they seem to ride it out. They know how to do this. So we were getting quite a bit of rain earlier today. And my friend Sean, he posted on Facebook, he's driving around on the roads that looked like it was in rivers. There was probably good 8 inches of water on the road. And that's, I don't know how many centimeters that is, but man, he was throwing spray out the sides of that car. I'm like, God, slow down, Sean. He's in a BRV, same kind of car as I have. The reason? He rode in mine and he liked it. And so he was looking for a pickup, and he saw the benefits of having a car that get great fuel economy, but yet the seats fold down. So it's 7-seater. Believe it or not, that little car holds 7. And I believe it holds 7 comfortably. I've had 6 in there. No, actually, 5. I had 5, one in the back seat, but whatever. Anyway, that's the most I've ever had in the car. But I could put 5 without unfolding the back seat because 3 cross in the back, 2 in the front. Whatever, you do the math. Um, anyway, you fold the seats down, you put all your supplies, and he's got a business, 4 branches of Wall Street wraps now. I helped him with the one out at Clark Center. Now he's saying that he wants to put one in Seoul, South Korea. Now, Sean's an attorney. He has a legal practice in the U.S., and he has a practice in Korea, in Seoul. So he thought that'd be a great place to put a Wall Street wraps. Hey, the guy's doing well. He's doing so well. He's moving into a new house, huge house. It looks like a resort. I'm volunteered to help him move and everything. He says he needs a supervisor. I said, well, then why do you need me? But yeah, he was driving around in that, and it looked like he was driving through a river. But then Angeles has places that flood. Fortunately, here in Telebastagan, which is on the border between Angeles and San Fernando, we're like just less than a kilometer south of Angeles into San Fernando. San Fernando's huge. I've mentioned it before. It goes a long way. It's probably 15, 18 kilometers long, north to south. I've never been too far south. I've been to the capital because San Fernando is the capital of Pampanga. So I've been to the capital when we were buying the house. I had to get paperwork and things like that. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a big city. It's larger in size than Angeles, but Angeles is more populated. But it's also older, and not all the infrastructure is so good, and it does flood in places. So yeah, he was being adventurous, and he's driving around in that. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, it's Christmas time. It's the Burr months, September through December. You figure it out. They start the Christmas season on September 1st. Yeah, I just never get that. Now, a third of the year is gone for Christmas, right? Actually, a little longer because they carry it on into about the middle of January. Anything to stretch the celebration, right? Uh, whatever. I don't start my Christmas celebration until December, so I'm a kind of a traditionalist. No decorations, you see. I've had people say, "Hey, we're going to come and decorate your house." I said, "No, maybe the end of November you can do that." Okay, thank you. Um, anyway, I didn't even decorate my U.S. home after my wife passed away in 2021. In fact, we were just breaking out our Christmas decorations around Thanksgiving time, 2021, when we caught COVID. And it was like December 1st for me. And she passed away on December 7th. I gave it to her on December 4th. So, yeah, we never got our Christmas tree up. We never got decorations up or anything. So, ever since 2021, I haven't decorated for Christmas. It just doesn't have the same feel anymore. But anyway, I hope you all are doing good. And yeah, we'll see how this super typhoon affects us. They told us we're going to probably get wet here because, again, when the storms go north of us, it pulls the moisture out of the southwest, and we're in the path of that. So we don't get the winds, we don't get the typhoon effects. We're pretty sheltered here from typhoons, but we do get the rain, and when it rains, it pours. All right, guys. If you haven't had a chance to go and watch the Roxas City tour visit, I did 3 videos on that. And yeah, go check it out. Appreciate the views. And make sure you're subscribed. There's been a lot of that going on. A lot of channels getting unsubscribed. I just saw a video from Filipina P, and she's being shadow banned for some reason. She hasn't had hardly any views. She hasn't had her videos getting put out to people that used to be subscribed to her. Now they're resubscribing. So YouTube's doing weird stuff. again, I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this. There's so many AI generated videos anymore. People just even getting scripts to talk about, or they will just have nothing but visuals, and it'll be an AI generated voice. I'm not going to compete with that. I don't have the time. I got 3 days a week for church activities right now, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And if I join the seminary, that's going to be Saturdays, so it's going to be 4 days a week. Like I say, it keeps me out of the bars. No, I don't go to the bars anyway. So what am I talking about, right? All right. I hope you all are doing well. I'll get the next video out when I can get it. We'll see y'all later.